Thank you for joining me for the Rising Ninth Grade presentation. What an exciting time for students to be at this point in their life. Parents and students, congratulations. You have made it through the middle school years. I thought these were funny memes about our teens. Being a parent of a teenager is not always easy, and I also think it is safe to say that being a teenager isn't easy in middle school. I really am going to miss this group of 8th graders. I have said this often this year, and I truly mean it. 8th grade is the first year we begin to have IGP conferences. Students, you remember that IGP stands for Individual Graduation Plan. The goal of having an IGP conference is to help students prepare for their transition from Clover High to life beyond the high school environment. When talking about post-secondary options, students should begin thinking if they are interested in joining the workforce, military, attending four-year college, two-year college, or attending a college for a one-year certificate program. There are many options available to students. It is a great time to begin thinking about the opportunities out there. Typically, we have an IGP conference scheduled on a Saturday each year for our 8th grade students and parents. Of course, this year will be different due to the current COVID-19 school closure. Instead, your middle school counselors will conduct the IGP conference virtually. This year, students will receive an email with a link to a Google form which will be titled Virtual IGP Conference. Instructions on how to complete the form will be explained in a screencast and will be posted on a resource page made available on the Clover School District website. The form will ask students about their post-secondary options, career cluster and major will be selected, and students will register for their 9th grade electives. In 8th grade, we realize you may not know what you are interested in doing after high school. We do encourage students, however, to begin thinking about career choices. Since the 6th grade, I have been introducing the 16 career clusters to students. Students who have been at Oak Ridge since the 7th grade have taken 2 career interest inventories to assist them in figuring out options. On the screen, you will see the career clusters offered at Clover High School. The information underlined indicates the career cluster. The information bulleted indicates majors. We do ask for students in the 8th grade to think about a career cluster and major that is a possible interest. Please understand, this can change from year to year. Please do not stress when you are asked to choose these items. Also, there shouldn't be stress when selecting a high school major. Whenever we are thinking about a major, this will basically be the electives students choose. Understand, some electives are going to be required to graduate, for example, PE or health, computer science. Other electives will be based on your interest. Please do not hear the term major and think about college majors. Obviously, your interest may change 4 to 5 years from now. We want you to try something new in high school, or if some of you know exactly what you want to do for a career, then most definitely focus your electives in this particular area. Please know you can change your cluster and major every single year. There are some students who choose to take 4 courses in that major and will be considered a completer for graduation. This isn't required though. Now it is time to discuss some high school basics. The 9th grade campus is located beside the main campus. 9th graders will have their own building. Mr. Maurice Johnson is your principal, and Mrs. Ann Love and Miss Michelle Petrie are your assistant principals. Mr. A.J. Johnson and Mrs. Cher Hopkins are the counselors on the 9th grade campus. At the high school, students are assigned to a counselor based on their last name. Students at the high school are on a block schedule. This means students will take 4 classes first semester and 4 classes second semester. Students will have a total of 8 classes per year. Classes will be 90 minutes long. The screen you are seeing shows a typical 9th grade schedule. You always want to make sure you do not have all of your core classes in one semester. For example, you would not want to have English, math, science, and social studies all in one semester. Your schedule should be fairly balanced, like the one on the screen. This screen is showing a unique ninth grade schedule. As you can see, some of the classes indicated on this screen are 2 units instead of 1 unit. This means the class will be all year long. If a student is invited to take the Advanced Placement Human Geography course, it will be all year long. The same goes for marching band and choir-leaders. If a student takes men's ensemble or women's ensemble next year, he or she must choose PE. The high school refers to this as an AB class. For example, student may have the ensemble class on a Monday, then report to PE on Tuesday. Both of these classes will meet every other day for the entire year. Students also will have the choice to take some 9-week classes as electives. You will notice on the screen a student interested in one of the 9 weeks courses must select both. I would like to highlight a couple of important things within the course guide. And so you guys received the course guide through email. I also have the guide located on my Canvas page, and we also made copies of the course guide, and those are still available in the lobby at Oak Ridge Middle School. Students' GPA for high school begins in 8th grade. If your child is taking Algebra 1, English 1, Spanish 1, or French 1, you will have a decision to make at the end of the school year. If student fails the class, then the student will automatically retake that course in 9th grade. If a student makes an A or a B, we recommend student move on to the next course. If student makes a C or a D, we strongly recommend student retake the course. If you look at the uniform grading scale on the screen, you will see the honors weighting for a C and a D. Just remember, the end of the year grade will be the start of the student's high school GPA. One more thing to pay attention to will be the weighting of classes. As you can see, there is a higher weight awarded to honors and advanced placement courses. This is another important piece of information in the 9th grade course guide. This chart you see is breaking down the requirements needed to graduate and to attend college entrance. The first column indicates students planning to attend a 2-year college. The second column is indicating courses needed to attend a 4-year college. All students need 4 units of English and math to graduate, 3 units of social studies, 3 science units, 1 unit of computer science, 1 unit of PE, ROTC, or marching band with PE, and a half a unit of health. The differences: if a student is planning to go to a 4-year college, he or she will need to take 3 lab sciences. A student planning to attend 2-year college only need 3 science units. Labs are not a requirement. Also, graduation requirements are different for the 2-year college column versus the 4-year college column. The student going to a 4-year college will need 2 to 3 world language units. A student going to a 2-year college will need 1 unit of world language or 1 CATE course. Fine arts. Students interested in going to a 2-year college will not need a fine arts unit. However, if student is planning on going to a 4-year college, he or she will need 1 unit of fine arts for South Carolina public colleges. Examples of fine arts classes would be art, drama, dance, theater, band, men's, women ensemble. This screen is summarizing some of what I've already discussed. You will see for course requests each year, students will have their core academics along with the electives required for graduation, and then the fun electives to explore. There are so many fun electives you can take at the high school. We are so fortunate to have a wide variety of selection to choose from beginning in the 9th grade. Please take time to review the electives and read over the descriptions before you complete your course request. On page 13 of your 9th grade course guide, You will find explanations of the scholarships available to students who choose to stay in South Carolina and attend a public or private college. It is important for students to understand the requirements now. These are scholarships that do not require an application. Do take time to review these before your ninth grade year begins. College can be very pricey. So, this was a lot of information. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions. This again is a different year for us. I was unable to go into the classrooms and talk to the students, and we were unable to have the parent meeting regarding the high school. So, please, if you have any questions, reach out to me by email and I will be glad to assist. Thank you.